How did Maurice survive
That's
that?
my next question.
Did he purposely not?
Yeah, I think he didn't use a deadly
Did
blast.
anyone tell him to do that? Or he's killed Soups. He's not afraid to kill
That's what I was just
Soups.
about to say. He's killed Soups.
If he wanted to kill her, he would have
Did
killed her.
Ashley say, Homelander, you've got to come inside, but do not kill these kids?
I think he sort of knew what was going on.
Welcome back to the break room. It's a code red. We've just escaped our padded cells and are ready to talk about that finale, baby. We're gonna talk cameos, how this all ties into The Boys Season 4, what's next for GenV Season 2, and so much more on today's episode of GenV Extra Credit. I pointed today. You like the points?
Yeah, good points.
Yeah, finally found it. Last episode, we finally found it. I'm Brandon Barrick. Who cares? Joining me today, when she heard she didn't have any Wi-Fi or LTE in the studio, she threatened to kill us all. It's Gina Ippolito.
To be fair, I threatened to kill you all at least once a day.
You do, for many reasons. For many, many reasons.
Listen.
Who ate all the chili Fritos? Chili cheese? Chili cheese Fritos?
Chili cheese Fritos.
Those are the best. Those are the best. Those are the best. And finally, he still knows that Gangnam Style's a thing. It's Jay Washington.
Gangnam Style. That is so sad.
That's close. You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful how much you do.
Yeah, because then people are gonna be like,
how much of the voice you do.
Yeah, that's why I just did that part.
You can do the dance.
I just went that whole
What do you know more of the actual lyrics of? Gangnam Style or Smells Like Teen Spirit?
Smells Like Teen Spirit.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, it's a generational question.
Yeah.
I
I think I would get equal amounts of the words wrong.
What about mbop? Throw mbop in there?
I know a lot of mbop. It's just mbop.
No,
there's actual lyrics.
When they say
No,
we're
you
gone
don't.
now. Okay. Evan, we've already got off track. Yeah. Okay.
This has happened. Oh
We did it, folks. We did it.
This will live on.
The content you've been craving.
Mbop content. This is what we did.
We did it, folks. We watched and we talked about all of GenV, the whole season. You couldn't get rid of us. This is a great show. It really surprised us, I think. It surprised me. I was anxious for a Boys spinoff. I really liked The Boys. I liked where it was going.
Yeah.
We saw the trailer for GenV. It was like, I don't know. Man, loved it. Loved it from the jump. Loved it from the jump.
It could have gone either way. It could have been a Frasier, or it could have been a
Frasier's a good thing.
Frasier's a good thing, yeah.
Frasier's the good one, and then I had a hard time thinking of a bad one because they were all canceled.
A Joey.
Joey was the spinoff?
Joey was a spinoff.
Of a little show called Friends.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Did you only watch Joey?
No, when she said Frasier, I'm like, all right, was there another spinoff of Cheers? Because I'm thinking Frasier, like, okay, I remember Dr. Frasier crying for Cheers. I was like, Joey was a spinoff. My head was about to explode. I was like, where
the classic Cheers character, Joey?
Like
Joey would have been like the grand, like I would buy that Joey is like a nephew of Carla.
Oh yeah, or one of her many sons.
All Italians were all related.
This is how we 6 degrees of separation.
Yeah, you guys want to talk about Cheers today instead of GenV? I'm into it.
How many heads can Woody pop?
Yeah, but we're all.
Nope. You won't. Nope. You will not get me. Nope. I will not be a victim. Not today. Not on this show. Nope.
We're all big fans of this show. We really liked it. We had so much fun talking about it. It's been great, and we're so excited there's gonna be a season 2.
Yay! I feel like we had something to do with it.
Yeah, we definitely pushed it over the line. Kripke, you're welcome. We got your little show there. We got
your little show.
We're also really excited to talk about Invincible. That's coming out.
Yeah.
Soon. Maybe we'll keep this show rolling and just keep talking about Invincible. That starts rolling out.
Listen, I'm just waiting to see if Mark can beat his daddy finally.
I don't know. We can never beat our fathers.
Oh,
we can never beat our fathers.
They're both Soup's wreaking havoc shows, so I feel like it's a little.
Yeah.
Pardon me, that was my dog.
That's not your dog. Don't appropriate that dog.
That was my dog.
It's an office dog.
It's my dog. Ain't nobody else's dog. It's my dog. Y'all heard about mine. Okay, what's the next show we talking about? I don't know why.
Is this your Eddie Murphy's white man voice? That sounds like the white voice that Eddie Murphy does.
Oh,
right? Am I crazy?
Let me stop laughing.
This one isn't it. It wasn't like the black uncle at the barbecue. He tried to go, you know what I'm saying? He tried to holler at women like, hey, baby girl, I like your toe in them sandals. All right, come on. Listen, what else will we watching in the next coming weeks?
Well, if there is a show coming up in the next couple of weeks,
y'all need to let us know in the comments below.
or the next month that you're gonna watch,
Tommy's
let us
so
know.
sad he's missing that.
Yeah.
Tommy gonna be mad. He gonna watch the video and be like, "Oh my God, they were doing voices." Like,
Yeah.
the best
They
part
sang Mba, they were doing voices.
Yeah.
The best part is producer Evan. He out here losing his mind over there, y'all.
Tommy ate one of those metal chips and his head exploded.
Oh,
so
no.
sorry. So
Yeah,
sorry.
sorry I forced you to do
Also,
that.
at what level of staff do you get both the device and the head popper? Do you think they pass those out to everybody?
No.
You got to be
way.
pretty high
Yeah,
up.
because
Right?
where my man was like, he was the fact that you never would have expected him on that level. When old girl Ray, he was like, okay, bitch.
Yeah, he was he was so chill about it. He was
like, oh, here we go again.
Here we go again.
Eat
I
it.
mean, like, they talk about, like, arming teachers at schools. Like, no way, dude. I don't trust every teacher to have a head popper.
First of all, I went to school in the Chicago public school system. That should tell you right. I had a math teacher who was a certified alcoholic. He would come to work hungover, and he would yell at us for not being quiet while he wrote a long equation on the board that the whole class was us to figure it out. Can you imagine a teacher with a gun and a hangover? No.
Bad idea. But yeah, if there's a show come up you're going to watch, you want us to talk about it, put it in the comments below. We'll consider it.
We might think about it. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know.
This voice has got to go.
If you want to hear more of this voice, tell us what shows you want.
What show would you like to hear this voice comment on?
What show y'all want to hear? Okay, listen, we all here doing a bunch of shit. When Agatha come out, I'm saying, stop it.
He's
killing.
choking.
This voice is killing Jay.
Jay's using his power of voices too much, and it's causing
Jay, every time he uses this
brain.
voice, it deteriorates your brain a little bit more. It's going to kill you someday.
My brain is already gone. Okay,
It's going to kill you someday.
too long.
It's going to kill you someday. Let's do a quick recap of the episode, and we'll get into all our questions, thoughts, talks. In the aftermath of Shetty's convinced unaliving, we'll call it, Cate tells the others that she's killed Shetty for them. I did it for you. Which is what insane murderers always say.
First of all, we all were shocked that it was real.
Yeah, I think we were all surprised.
Definitely.
We were all proved wrong.
I was like, oh,
I was
real.
waiting for the reveal the entire
Yeah.
Every time I was like, oh, she's
Any minute now.
She's coming out. She's gonna come out of a padded room, right?
Yeah.
Oh no, the body's still. Oh, she dead. Okay.
Yeah, we all overwrote the show a little bit. I think last week. But we'll talk about it.
We'll talk about it.
Yes,
we'll talk about it.
So after that, Sam and Cate plan to free everyone from the woods. Instead of calling campus security, Marie decides she's truly a guardian of Godolkin and will stop Cate and Sam herself, her rumph. And also use Jordan and Andre. Andre looks over an MRI of his father's brain that is severely damaged from using his powers over the years. The doctor also plants a seed in Andre's mind that this will happen to him soon enough.
Maybe it already is.
Yeah. He recommends, he's like, hey, just don't use your powers anymore.
He told me, like, hey, bro, you get lightheaded.
Let me see those fingers.
Like, you feel numb. He was like, Andre was like, yeah, everybody get lightheaded. He was like, not everybody.
All right, I'll see you later, bye. No follow-up questions.
I remember watching ER when that was on television. I don't know how. I was born in 2002. So
Shouts out George Clooney and Eric LaSalle.
Yeah. Well, when Dr. Green
LaSalle.
Dr. Green starts having a hard time saying certain words, and he's going into surgery, and his hand does that. Boom. And it's like, ever since that, anytime I stumble over a word, I'm like, it's a brain tumor. Here it comes.
Is that why when he was flying in Top Gun, he like crashed the plane?
Yes, Goose and Dr. Green are the same character.
I knew it.
Canonically. So yeah, sorry, Andre. Looks like it's gonna be detrimental. Keep using your powers.
You better find another skill in life.
Yeah, but Dad doesn't care. He's like, suit up, start
Just
being
go ahead
polarity.
and die. Do it.
Yeah. I don't know how much Dad understands what's going on here. I don't know. Ashley visits Godolkin to look for a replacement member of the Seven, now that Golden Boy is more of a golden bloody boom. Ashley remarks that Andre's special skill, quote, having a British accent, which is a joke pointed at actor Chance Perdomo's British upbringing. He's American born, but he's like British.
Yeah.
So very funny. Ha ha ha, cute. He's also said a lot of things weird this season.
Like, I don't know.
Some of his phrasings are like, it feels like a British guy trying to do an American.
Like a British guy trying to do a black American, an urban black American accent.
But he actually has dual citizenship.
Sure.
He was like born in the U.S. He started on the BBC, but he was also on Sabrina. So I think he's like, you know.
Yeah, and I'm not knocking. It's just something you notice when you watch a lot of TV, that if someone's really trying or has a very strange American accent,
no one's ever doing their own accent on TV.
Everyone's faking.
Not even me right now. Bet you couldn't tell, governors.
You heard Jay's real voice earlier this episode.
Okay, so listen, you guys have been hearing this voice for the longest. that I've been code switching a lot for you all.
No.
It's true. It's true.
That's the voice sound like this.
Oh.
I mean, hold
Oh no, this is that baby J voice. I don't like it at all.
I don't like it. Let's
No,
do this now.
no, I don't like it. No,
Sounds like
I
he's
hate
doing
this
Baby
one.
Urkel.
I hate this one. Ugh. Cate and Sam break into the woods, and Sam rips out Greg. That's Bob's tongue. Please don't ever do that again. It was a weird little. For some reason, I thought it was an eyeball.
I think it was
weird.
eyeballs.
You think it was eyeball? It was a tongue.
I think it was. Weigh in the comments.
Yeah.
I don't know what it was. It was some part of the mouth.
I saw a ball.
What did he rip out of Bob's face?
It was the part of your face out.
Yeah.
That's what we're gonna rip out Jay's tongue
just
first.
viscera from inside, I
I
guess.
want to let you know, if you whip out my tongue, it's gonna be a long rip. Okay, keep going.
He's trying to be sexy while doing
Yeah,
Baby
he's trying
Urkel
to
voice.
brag about the size of his tongue. I don't know.
I know, right?
Ladies, if you don't want to hear the voice, but you want the tongue, call him. Cate gets a guard to unlock all the cells. Very smart. Unleashing a barrage of potentially sick soups. We'll come back to that a little bit later this episode. Some of them do look kind of sweaty and gross. Of course, they've also been living in their sweats for years. Who knows? Sam walks past his old cell, has some memories, and he strikes up a conversation with Luke. A human Luke, not a puppet Luke.
Yeah.
We do get confirmation that Luke killed himself, putting to bed some of the speculation that it was Marie who blew him up or Cate who gave him the idea. So it was him. He made the choice. Though this is Sam's manifestation of Luke, so I don't know.
It could be like what he was told.
It's not a ghost.
But
this isn't medium, okay? We're not
he
talking
finally
ghost.
shows up the whole time. Like it takes him seeing the cell to see Luke.
Well, this is Sam's make it or break it moment.
Yeah.
So this is like he didn't want to show up when he was banging a chick. He didn't want to be
Right,
like,
right.
hey, bro.
Should have been like support. Luke.
Well, and I have thoughts about this too.
Yeah. Me too.
Yeah,
too.
we'll get
into
into all
it,
this. Sam leaves Luke in the cell, betraying his brother's wishes that he, not kill a bunch of innocent humans. Cate continues to radicalize all the soups, telling them that they're superior to normal humans, which is, they are superior. It's not wrong. This is the Magneto argument,
my gosh.
You have Homo
Yes, she
sapien
did.
and Homo
She-
superior.
Yes, she has the Magneto argument.
Right.
That's the art. I was like, yo, who
They're never
argues
gonna
this?
let these soups live in peace.
Yes, but
And they didn't choose this. They were forced upon it by their parents. But again, it's not right to kill, but they are being tortured. I don't know,
Listen, don't kill the adjunct professor because
Sure,
your
sure.
parents injected you with V.
Yeah.
the adjunct professor out here just trying to get tenure.
Yeah.
Leave the professor alone.
She just wants to pad out her resume and have a nice stable
Anyone involved
job.
with the woods.
Probably bone a student or two, but let her live her life.
Yeah, anyone involved with the woods, yes.
Oh, absolutely.
Wait, is that something an adjunct professor can do?
What bonus? Well, we know what Gina's next job search is gonna be.
The soups infiltrate Godolphin campus looking for humans to kill. Marie, Emma, and Jordan arrive to campus and split up to start saving people.
When dude came out with this first sweaty dude, when he walked up to Rufus,
Yeah.
do a suit. Yeah, you idiot.
Yeah.
Dude, we didn't realize what he was just saying before the next little girl. You assume she like, no. Well, bye, bitch. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
Always,
Always
it's-
say yes.
Yeah. If they
Yeah.
ask if you're
Ghostbusters
God,
thing.
always say yes.
It's the
You
Ghostbusters.
are God.
You say yes.
We also learned that some faculty have handheld sonic devices to nullify soups and exploding communion wafers that blow up.
Oh, delicious.
They work in tandem, right? I assume.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, you put
The
it
sonic
in.
frequency.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a different, but you can use the sonic without the wafer, but I don't think
This
you
is also very smart on Amazon's post department, where it's like you've developed, the graphic files for a head popping via
Use
Victoria
all-
Newman. Just keep that device around as much as you
Oh,
want.
I thought you meant like they can sell like, hey, do you
Head popping devices.
listen, we'll deliver if you've got Prime, we'll deliver.
Black
to you in-
Friday's
in
coming up.
2
Didn't you
days.
want to blow up somebody's head?
Some of those convenience stores, they blast classical music to keep the vagrants away. Others might turn towards this device.
But I knew it was going to come back into play earlier when Marie first didn't hold the sonic thing about the
Right.
soups have a different.
yeah,
side here.
we
Of a
were
different
They've
frequency.
already shown it weaponized.
They've shown it
in the
weaponized, but
woods.
at the level in which we
very
saw.
smart.
Yeah.
Very smart. Cate live streams one of the faculty members using one of the wafers to off themselves. This was the guy who ran like social media.
He
We had
was
met
a
him
cool
earlier.
dude.
He had
Yeah.
a broken leg, which they were like, "Hey, my leg's not broken anymore." What was the point of all
wait,
that?
I think was it did he get hurt when Luke was running out I can't remember how he hurt his. It must be a tie-in to either the boys.
I wonder if just like the actor got hurt in real life,
and then probably by the time it was
they're
filming.
like, listen, we have to film. We don't have time to recast this guy.
Can't remember. I have to go because he is in the first episode. He's like telling Andre to drink A-Train's Turbo Rush.
Yeah, yeah.
And he's like, I wouldn't pour this on my dick or something.
Maybe he did get hurt in the scuffle.
I gotta go back and watch it.
But it probably wasn't it probably one of those injuries where it's him making it seem more severe than what it really was.
To get attention. Yeah. Also, I bet there's like writers who worked very hard and they planned out this whole thing. We completely forgot it. And they're like,
we missed it, but we'll go back and watch it.
We have to justify why he doesn't have the cast anymore. He's got to say on camera that he's healed up. Drama teacher and director of Dawn of the Seven, Adam, yells at Sam to fuck off and almost gets choked out before Emma finds him to stop him. Sam, my friend, maybe you don't scream at the only person who's ever loved you in favor of a woman that's been gaslighting you for years. I don't know, maybe it's just me. I was so angry.
This was hard to watch.
Poor Emma.
Hard to watch.
Like, yo,
just
I took your virginity.
Also, just such a fast heel turn.
That was a heel turn,
dude.
I understand him being mad at the people who tortured him and stole his spinal fluid, but like this sweet little girl.
He's a guy, he's been tortured. You know, he's got, whatever issues going on in his head. It's just not cool. It's
when
not
he tells
cool.
her
It's
that
so
she's not a hero.
She's not a hero.
Well, I hate
the one thing she wants to hear. Sam leaves and we get this really cool effect where we lock on Emma's face as she shrinks. This time just from feeling small or belittled, rather having to purge, which confuses the hell out of her. And again, another weird escalation of powers.
Yeah.
We keep talking about
Could
that.
also maybe be because she was crying.
That's what I attribute
Yeah,
it
but
to.
she would have cried before.
She would have cried before, but maybe she's
And she got small.
Maybe because she's leveled up.
I don't know.
She didn't get super small.
She got
she didn't
small.
get ant small.
I loved her cute little big shoes.
Yeah.
She was like, what the hell?
Yeah.
It was cute. I mean, if it's a new, I mean, that's a hell of a
That was
new
a moment
power
where I was like, maybe we're still in Kate's mind. I don't know.
But you got to remember,
working well.
Just like with Marie, all of them are still finding out their powers work different
Everyone
ways.
leveled up this episode.
Also, I feel like last time was when I said, I think when she poops, she gets small.
I know.
think
Yeah,
when
you
she
did.
drinks.
Yeah.
I think anything in or anything out is effective.
I don't know.
But because she doesn't know how to control it. I don't think she knows how to control it yet.
Was it last episode that I brought up Alice in Wonderland? Because Alice in Wonderland
she
like
cries,
and then shrinks and then
know.
is in a river of her own tears.
I don't know. Sam runs into Kate in the hallway and offers to help him by controlling him to do the things he finds hard, aka killing a bunch of students. Luke tries to convince him otherwise, but Sam accepts Kate's help to feel nothing, and as Luke calls him crazy. And I think Kate for a moment's like, oh, this dude is crazy because he's like talking to no one.
She's
She's just like holding her hand up. Like,
yeah, she's like,
she's kind of skeptical, like, are you about to snap out?
You're my running mate here. We gotta do this together.
Did I pick the wrong team?
Marie gets into Shetty's office and hits a panic button, locking down Godolkin, but also setting off a sonic whistle throughout the school. This is the code red. We've been waiting to happen.
We were theorizing it was going to happen in the finale, and it does.
And in the previous episode, Marie was hiding under that desk, so she knew that button was there.
Yeah, she just knew it was there.
She ran in to hit it. Ashley calls Marie and tells her she can join the 7 if she kills all the wood escapees. What a bargain.
Yeah.
She looking at the paper. Like, Ashley was like, this is the only one.
I do love, I still love like Ashley using her like Vought voice. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She's
her
not real with her.
professional
She's
voice.
like,
was calm
hey,
about
we're so
it, too.
excited. We're so good. Instead of being like, look, here's the deal. These are really bad. If you just help us out, we'll put you on 7. It was still like a weird PR pitch.
I mean, that's some corporate shit right there.
But that's what it was. Because she was so corporate and calm with it.
Yeah.
Hey,
That's her power. That's Ashley's power.
Yeah, when she's not
Being a
pulling no
company
hair out.
woman.
When she's not pulling no hair out.
Has it grown back yet since she ripped it all out?
She's still wearing a wig, right? I assume. She revealed she wears a wig.
Homelander made her stop wearing
her
it.
take it off.
He made her take off that stupid wig.
Homelander. Chopper flies in to start evacuating some of these Vought VIPs, but is quickly taken out by a Kate-inspired soup. Just brutal. And Andre manages to bring it down somewhat safely with his metal powers, so he like grasps his head. I wonder if now that he knows, does it like hurt now?
That was the thing and I know we'll talk more about it. That was the thing that got me because I'm like, you just heard this. Now all of a sudden you having these.
But wouldn't that fuck you up? You would be like,
shit, but still, now you're just like, you're a hypochondriac, everything you do.
It's like after COVID when everyone's like, is this a cold? Do I have a cold?
Yeah.
Your throat itches a little bit.
Anytime Andre has a headache, he's like, oh no,
my brain, my pinkies are twitching. Andre asks Kate how she's pushing so much, and we learn that Shetty's medication had been dampening not only the voices in her head, but also her suggestion powers too. We'll dig into this more as we get into the episode. Cate sends Maverick, the invisible son of Translucent, after Marie, who uses her blood power to just kind of figure it out where he is based on his pulse. If I'm you, Marie, I'm just spraying him with some blood and exploding out his dick, but, you know, to each his own. You know, like, yeah, she blows up Kate's arm later.
Yeah.
She did it on accident. And again, she doesn't want to kill anyone.
Yeah, she's genuinely trying to, even the One Supe who, like, she's sort of, like, almost.
But she should have, like, slowed down his pulse. Like, she sped up Kate's pulse. Like, just slow down his pulse so he's like, oh.
But she's like, no, you got to
go. She wanted to hit someone, though.
And one of my favorite things Magneto ever did in the comics, because he could control the iron in the blood, obviously.
Yeah.
He would like reverse the flow of someone's blood for just a second, just to cause like pain throughout their body.
Yeah.
It's like, just do that. Just stop his heart for a second.
She's only just discovering all these things.
Yeah.
Don't push her too hard.
Again, Cate was about to do this dumb, and she was just trying to stop her.
Right.
And then she pulled a Victoria Newman, and she was like, oh shit.
Because she was probably like, well, move her. I'm trying to keep the arm from touching,
she was just like, she just was like, no, and then was like, you.
Also, like, the moment it takes Marie to figure out, like, oh, I can just sense his blood. We're all like, yes, you can get to it faster.
Sense it.
They show, like, the flashbacks and it all happened. It's like, just
we didn't need the montage.
There's a little moment with Translucent where he's fighting Butcher. Translucent, again, Maverick's dad.
Yeah.
And Butcher is fighting him, can't fight an invisible Supe. And he has all this blood in his mouth and he spits it at him. And then he's like, there you are. And then
I see you now, you cheeky fucker.
And Translucent didn't think about it, just like, I just got blood on me. He's like, no, we can see you.
Yeah, so I like that both he and his son are sort of taken out by the blood.
Andre, in one last attempt at love, he tries to reason with Cate. She sends Sam after him and they take each other out. Marie gives a Wood Supe a heart attack while trying to save Jordan.
Which was so fucked up.
My heart. That one girl was like, oh, my heart.
They really love each other. You know what I mean? It's just beautiful. She used the blood of a bunch of corpses to take out another Supe looking to kill some of the faculty in the helicopter, which was very cool. That was like her Neo, I am the one.
Yeah, she
really
makes them
fun.
into knives too.
I thought she was going to make like a kaiju out of blood. That's what I wanted, like a blood monster. That would have been fun. But as Cate runs up to influence Jordan, Marie intervenes, accidentally blowing off Kate's arm. Delicious. Homelander falls out of the sky like a total douche, says some pretty racist dog whistle type shit to Marie before blasting her with his laser eyes. He does his adorable little finger wag. He loves using his finger so much.
Yeah, when he condescends to
he's
people.
Always using that little finger.
He's done it to the deep a bunch.
Yeah. How Marie survives this, we don't know, as we cut to news coverage of the attack on Godolkin, painting Andre, Emma, Jordan, and Marie as the attackers, and Cate and Sam as the heroes, the guardians of Godolkin.
Yep.
A phrase they'll just throw around however they want.
Very on brand for Vought to choose the two safe white kids.
Very on brand.
The safest white kids. I mean, the whitest white
you say safe. Yeah. One, like, literally mentally deranged, been locked away for most of his life.
The leader of the seven is mentally deranged.
This is Vought.
You're right. You're very on brand.
Vought understands this.
Marie wakes up in a hospital bed surrounded by the others who are trapped in a windowless, doorless hospital-type white room. In the post-credit scene, Butcher walks through the woods with a "what a bunch of cunts." And the season ends, baby. And we're getting a season 2. So excited. What a show. What a show. Kind of a quick ending, huh? They really sped up to that ending.
Yeah, even the whole episode was like pretty fast. It was like under 40 minutes.
Very fast-paced, quick episode.
I'm fine with that. I'm just gonna say it. This did not stick the landing.
Okay. Let's get.
I know we're gonna get into it, but
let's get into all of it and kind of start with what we thought was going on last week. We thought this was all in Kate's head. That ending of Shetty slitting her own throat, all in Kate's head. Turns out it wasn't, right?
Yeah.
But is there a possibility that any of this is a weird illusion?
The sale.
I don't see. Here's what I'll say. I don't think it is. I think it would be better if it was, because to me the sort of Cate villain turn happened too quickly. Because everything we had seen of her before that, she was very reluctant. Like even when she was doing evil stuff, she was like telling Luke, like, "Oh, forget this." She felt bad about it. Like she kept saying to Shetty, "I feel so bad. I feel so bad." And Shetty was like, "It's all for their own good." And then now all of a sudden she wants to kill all humans. It was a little bit of a fast turn for me, a little Mother of Dragons-y.
Very Daenerys
sort of like, oh, this happened too fast. Like I can see where you're going, but it happened too fast. So I think it would be better if this was all in her head and a vision she was making people see. I will tell you why I don't think it is. because when they finished writing this, they didn't know they were getting a season 2.
Sure.
And just knowing how writers' rooms work, they were basically
They're like, we'll put them locked away.
Yeah, like we
could
need
never
to
see
have
them
a
again.
satisfying ending just in case.
Yeah.
Like we won't get a season 2. So I think we saw the real deal. I think what we saw actually happened.
But so to play devil's advocate, yes, there are some shows they don't know, but a lot of shows now have been greenlit out the gate 2 seasons.
This was not one of them.
This wasn't one of them?
No, they just announced a season 2.
Is it possible they told the writing staff?
Yeah,
no, that's not how it works.
They wouldn't
No, I get what you're saying. It feels like they could have, because I want this to be in Kate's head to just save the finale.
I mean, they could rewrite it, but I'm saying I don't think that was the intention.
Yeah,
I'm sure they had every intention to have a season 2 from their perspective, but they're like, just in case, let's write an ending that you could seal all this away.
Either way, one way.
Literally in a white box and put it away.
I think they could retcon it and be like, hey, that whole like last episode was all Kate's projection.
So she probably, but she's pushed so hard, she's passed out, and everything was just in her head.
But I mean, you know, the problem with that is that like the Homelander stuff, because we do see Homelander in Vought Tower by himself watching the news coverage. So there's no reason we would see that if this is all Kate's head, right? It's too weird.
Yeah, I think that they would have. I think that this all happened. I think that they just sort of rushed into making Cate and Sam.
I will say, Cate and Sam they're the 2 characters with the most emotional damage. Cate locked away for a long time, not hugged by her mother for 9 years. Sam constantly locked away, experimented on. And what we saw in episode 6, where Cate was like, what we saw in episode 7, where Cate was like, oh, you really do love me.
Yeah.
You're telling the truth. Maybe that was a lie, and she knew Shetty was lying.
I mean, I will say, like, she does, like,
and she just said that to get close to Shetty so she could touch her and be like, just kidding, I got you.
Earlier in the season, she did get really pissed when she said to Marie, like, your parents injected you with V.
Right.
But she never has, like there are those soup supremacists, like Stormfront. It was obvious from the beginning when she would, like, drop certain things. And to me, they didn't lay enough breadcrumbs for her to hate all humans.
Yeah.
I can understand her wanting revenge on her parents and on Shetty and on the school for manipulating her. But that's a far cry to, like, we need to kill all humans.
Yeah, it wasn't earned.
Yeah.
It wasn't earned at all. Like, I can just echo everything Gina just said. If there was something that's like, wait, she might snap out at some point.
Right.
Like, the only thing you knew was she'd snap on Shetty. That was the only person you knew at some point she'd snap on.
Yeah.
And maybe have this bumping of heads with Marie.
Yeah.
But nothing like, I'm going to kill every human I see.
Yeah.
And some soups too. Like, that's the thing. Is like she was ready to, like she threw away Andre. Also, if I was Andre, I would be like, wait, I love you. Also, I'm brain damaged. You can't go against me now.
we're similar.
I'm half black. I'm half black. Don't go back. Don't go
we haven't seen Layla. We don't know. We don't know.
Yes, that boy missed. That boy is missed. I can't be
on this show.
But no, it's so many weird, like Sam being easily manipulated. That kind of makes sense.
Sure. He's a mess. He's a hot
I don't
mess.
like that he turned on Emma.
That's the only part I don't
I would also say that, like, just because he has sex once doesn't fix him, right?
No,
like, he's a
I don't
broken
think he would be
That's
fixed, but I
love.
think he would be more likely to, in his mind, twist it to be like, because he even says, like, oh, like, let me protect you. That sort of tracked. But when he says to her face, like, you're not a hero. Here's everything that's wrong with you. I was like, wow, this seems like weirdly mean for him. Like, he's presented as naive but sweet.
Yeah.
Like, he's never presented as, like, mean. And again, I get him wanting to kill everyone in the woods. I even get Sam wanting to kill all humans because they're the ones who...
Yep.
Sure, yeah.
But I don't, like, to me, he should have sort of just been like, hey, like, I think you're great, but I don't think you'll ever be safe until all humans are...
Right, if
like,
he just
that
said
would have been a
that,
better attitude than, like, you stupid little
even
useless...
And even if his apparition of Luke in his head was like, you should kill all humans, she's not a hero. If that Luke was saying that to him, then I'd understand him feeling that way.
Yeah.
But nothing everything was, I love you almost.
To me, we needed one more episode in the middle of what happened last episode and what happened this episode to really, like, dive into because otherwise it's just such an abrupt heel turn for both of them.
Yeah, I mean, I could see that like Sam recognizing that Emma is his limiter, his governor, right? And he's like, I gotta get rid of her, or I won't be able to do this thing. And so I know the best way to do this is to just shut her down.
Was he Harry and the Hendersonsing her?
Maybe a little bit. No. He's like, you gotta be
get out of here.
Get out of here. I hate you.
Not a Harry.
Yeah.
Oh my fucking God.
Yeah. I've never seen that movie because I was born in 2002.
Okay. You should watch it.
I've seen it. I used to, as a kid, I would die. The scene where he sticks his head out the window to be the siren.
Yeah.
I would make my parents rewind and watch that over because that was the funniest thing I've ever seen.
There's a scene where like there's a guy walking his wife into the jacuzzi and he looks at the chicken and he thinks they're the same. It's hilarious. Go.
This is now a Harry and the Hendersons episode.
Go rent Harry and the Hendersons from your local Blockbuster.
Yeah.
The only one left.
Yeah. And the fact that I have to, if we have to do all these like, well, maybe this character meant this and blah, 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 that means they needed more time to flesh this out. And they were a little rushed. Because overall, I like the ending.
Or you could have made this episode longer.
Yeah.
Because all you had to do was add a little, to flip the two of them, all you need is a small little scene.
A little moment, yeah.
You just need a moment. Something had to show, for especially Cate going this batshit crazy.
I think even if Cate was like, we should free everyone from the woods, great. I buy that they would both be like, hey, this is like wrong. We should free all these people. And then maybe if like Cate was attacked by people and forced to retaliate, but instead she's like, let's free everyone from the woods and also kill all of humanity.
She needed a moment where I get the point from Cate where it's like medicine's out. My powers are overwhelming for the first time in a long time.
Yeah.
And if there was a moment where she was in a crowd of normies, and she hears like, oh, there's another soup. We gotta get rid of these soups. We gotta kill all these soups.
Oh,
perfect. That's all you need. Right?
Yeah.
It's like, I'll never be safe.
That's fine.
I'll never be
That's
safe.
fine.
Yeah,
we needed that,
something.
right?
We needed something from each of them.
But that's it. We're not blaming anyone. You did a great job, guys.
I still liked
show.
it. Listen, blood knives from Marie. I think best moment of the season for me.
Also, old racist ass Homelander, ladies and gentlemen. What kind of animal are you?
Your own kind.
This is very on brand for him, though.
I mean, it's very because I know because he even tried to clarify. I like the way the writers did it.
Yeah.
Because he was like, "What type of animal are you?
Yeah.
What type of animal are you? Your own kind." And then Marie looking like, "What you talking? Soups." And in the way he does it, it's like, "Hey, bro, we know what you are, Homelander." Like,
also, like, I mean, kudos to Anthony Starr, is the actor.
Anthony.
Kudos to Anthony Starr. Flies in, and just that one scene, it was so good. Oh, he's good.
Yeah.
But it's just like when we saw Jensen Ackles when he
Right.
It is really.
But I mean, it's like,
and all the GenV actors are great.
So great.
But then you get these like veteran actors in there
who've been doing these parts for a while.
Just murder it in like 30 seconds on screen.
The man just flew in,
Yeah, just murder it. And even Butcher at the end.
Oh, Butcher.
I was like, yes.
Ashley, all of them, just really good at their parts.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the woods real fast. And these kids.
These kids.
I mean, they're young adults. I hate calling them kids because they're all past 18. They can vote. They can dine more. Did any of these kids in the woods that got out, did they have the virus? Or is that plot line solely in Victoria Newman's hands right now?
No, because everybody in that little padded cell
potentially, because they come to the padded cell, right, and there's just the dead kid.
There's only just the dead Andy, one. Yes,
and there were other people in there, and they were still saying right at the time we saw Andy in the cell with the other kids, you had to have bodily fluid contact.
Yeah.
But by the time Cardozo goes to the office and is drunk and he drops the folder, it's airborne because Marie says
hadn't tested it yet.
They hadn't tested it, but Marie said they've made it airborne.
So I think I will be in the minority here. I don't think any of them are infected. I think
not even Sweaty Man.
No, I think he's just sweaty because he has those fire powers.
Okay.
I think that what happened is like Shetty was like, make it more transmissible, make it airborne, and he was like, okay, and then like release the other kids back into their cells because there was no point in that experiment.
It's possible they could have been infected.
But I just think I think that now again because like they didn't know if they were getting a season 2, they knew that they would probably tie it into the boys. I think that it's
a potential avenue.
I think it's potential. I think there could be like a boys like news alert of like like a boil covered soup like drop dead in the street.
That sounds like something on a menu.
Or the great social work that the boys and Gen V does.
Socially,
their YouTube channels. They have like the VOT International channel where
they just drop random clips.
I mean, they just had the
Christopher Coleman or whatever his name is.
Cameron Cole.
Cameron Coleman.
He does like videos on there, and they kind of fill in the holes in between seasons and stuff.
Again, if you're not following the Gen V Twitter account, because there was
good.
just a tweet of like, I guess it was the anniversary of Titanic. And the Gen V account commented with the puppet hand on the glass.
Yeah, still no word from Jack or Rose, right?
Yeah. I just love it.
Like they post on Father's Day. They'll post like Homelander. It's just great stuff.
They're killing it. Give them all raises.
I like to think that maybe one of these kids has the virus.
I think
and that will be a plot point in season 4
of The Boys.
I mean, you think this virus? They clearly have tied in the boys very tightly. You have, that pretty much confirms the voice that was, or the person that Grace Mallory was talking to on the phone was Butcher.
Right.
Yeah.
And he goes there and he's like, what a bunch of saucy cunts we got.
But also remember, what's the biggest thing? They want to be able to kill one person.
Right.
They've been trying to find a reason to kill Homelander. With the virus being out, Mallory hearing about it, the woods being completely empty, somebody has it, and now Butcher is like, I need to find this virus,
right?
Because this is what's gonna kill Homelander.
Yeah.
Because according to him, Soulja Boy's gone. He doesn't know that Soulja Boy's back on ice.
He does know.
Oh, he knows.
Do they?
Yeah, because Grace Mallory is the one who puts him back on.
Yeah,
ice.
right. Okay, so she probably told him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And he knows that Maeve's alive, but
he knows that Maeve's alive.
Yeah.
Most people don't, and Vought doesn't know that.
Vought doesn't know.
And Homelander allegedly does not know.
Right.
Yeah, because if he knows, he'll kill her.
Yeah. Right.
So, but the virus is the number one thing, because the Butcher's whole purpose, he hates Supes, but he hates Homelander the most.
Yeah.
And that was the reason he kept injecting himself with Temp V to be able to take down Homelander.
And he's coming around on Supes. It's a case by case.
Well, when you bone one, who bones you back?
Sure. And like he's come to like Starlight. He likes Hugh.
It took him a while to like Starlight.
It did take a long time.
Kimiko.
But he does like the Kimiko.
Well, for a while, she was just his weapon.
Yeah,
he was just a point and shoot.
Yeah,
he used her a lot.
I think that they, again, I think that like from a writing standpoint, they will mention it, but it won't be the main focus of season 4 of The Boys, because I don't think they want to hinge their viewership so much on another show's viewership. I think that they'll continue to do like little cameos. I think that maybe at some point he'll say like, well, what about the virus? And then someone will say like, that's in Victoria Newman's hands. We can't get to that. Sure. Something like that. But I don't think it'll be
address
like a
it,
main,
but it won't be the main thing.
Yeah, I don't think it'll be a main thing. That's my theory.
I feel you. I feel like it should. I hear you not hinging, watching season 4 on watching Gen V. Because of knowing what's this virus, what's this about.
Yeah.
But with the whole thing being, we got to stop Homelander.
Yeah, I mean, also, like, it's true that if the Supes know there's a virus out there, they might cause a riot.
What kind of riot?
A nerd riot!
That's right.
Tommy!
That's
Look who's doing your job, bitch!
Okay, you don't get to have your own laurels. You should just do it and let it happen.
No, I wanted to rub it in Tommy's face a little bit.
Oh, okay, that's fair. Be sure to check out nerdriot.shop.
What the fuck is happening?
Jay can't believe he was led into that.
I am so upset. I was hoodwinked, bamboozled.
He thought we were having a real debate here.
I really did.
It was happening.
I thought it was happening, and then I was led astray.
That's right.
Run amok.
Well, if you feel lost, check out nerdriot.shop.
Motherfucker.
Where you can always grab the latest and greatest in new Rockstars gear. Right now, we got a great line of Loki merch. Gina's modeling a brand new shirt based on OB, Ouroboros.
We're all gonna die.
Great.
Wear it to
character.
Thanksgiving.
We got some
It'll be a conversation
Miss
starter.
Minutes gear there. You know Miss Minutes. She's great. She's never done a bad thing in her life. Lots of awesome Loki merch on the channel. Also some exciting new merch coming for the Marvels. A very cute shirt that I'm so excited about. And lots of old merch. Check out some classic gear on their way there. Support the channel. Check out all of our great merch options over at nerdriot.shop. Let me ask you two. What's next for this old show, huh?
Oh.
What's next for this old gang? We kind of addressed it a little bit. Maybe some mentions on the boys of what's happened in Gen V. But I think this virus thing is going to spread to the main show.
Also,
I don't always say the main show. It's going to spread to the boys.
Also, with them being able to brand Andre, Emma, Marie, and Jordan as terrorists,
right,
and have Cate and Sam be heroes, Godolphin can still do his thing now.
Well, they're kind of like the new boys, right?
Yeah.
So now Godolphin can do his new thing.
It'll be interesting to see how Godolphin bounces back.
Back. Yeah.
I still think that because like, and I think I mentioned this last episode, I still think that Godolphin will, I think that Vought will get directly involved with Godolphin.
Oh,
they'll basically be like, cool, we own this school now. And then they'll have like a big fanfare about like, oh, Vought like reopens.
Yes.
Like, and they'll have like a big, like companies that rebrand after a tragedy or something like that. They're like,
I think I pitched this last week, but the idea that Victoria Newman uses this moment for the government to come in and take over.
Yeah, maybe.
But then she utilizes the lab underneath to keep the virus research going.
Yep, she doesn't.
I think would be a lot of fun.
And she has the notes. Remember, he dropped the notes on her desk, on Shetty's desk, and Marie told her about all that, so she knows about the notes. All this stuff, everything Newman knows now is like, okay, because the doctor. Because remember, he talked to her before she blew his head up.
Yeah, it's interesting to know. We don't know. What place in time Butcher is down in that laboratory, right? Is it that day? Is it a week later? Is it a month later? How fast can Vought get in there and clear it out? Is he getting, I assume he's getting there before them.
Of course.
Because he was warned on the phone, like, keep an eye on Shetty.
And then he saw the news.
He's probably the first person to know that Shetty's dead, right? He probably he's probably outside. He's like, crikey, they're really killing her. She slit her own throat. Bloody hell, she cut her own fucking throat. Huey, you gotta see this shit.
Huey, fucking cut her own throat.
You're fucking crazy.
Can you get naked and come over here?
Well, and Vought swooping in and kind of taking Emma and Sam. Not Emma and Sam.
Cate and Sam.
Yeah, Vought swooping in, taking Cate and Sam. Everyone has such a basic name on the show.
I know.
Swooping in, taking Cate and Sam. Can Kate's powers work on Homelander? And if she's getting very powerful and doesn't need to touch someone to project,
but
I think when she wakes up after her arm's been blown off, she's gonna be remedicated. I think
are they gonna give her a cool robot hand?
Yeah,
robot hand.
Yeah,
it's gonna have the same. Her hand is gonna. I'm sorry to cut you off, by the way. No. She's gonna have a robot hand, but it's gonna have sensors that it connects to her abilities.
Yeah, so I was wondering, can they get her abilities to work the robot hand? Well, I'm wondering if she gets powerful enough, can she become a Jean Grey where I can just infiltrate your mind without touching you?
I hope so.
Or Professor X.
But I think that they will. I think that Vought is gonna be like, hey, we're gonna fix up your arm, and they're gonna have a full-on IV drip of those meds because they don't want. Vought doesn't want any One Supe to get too powerful.
Right.
So.
But here's the question behind that too. So we know Cate can be powerful, but to what? It's almost like with Andre. To what extent?
Yeah, it's gonna kill her, right?
Yeah.
And when it comes to Homelander, like you already been pushing so much with these students on campus. Homelander is going to fight.
They are not having a GenV character take out Homelander. That is never going to happen.
Yeah. What if they soup her up? What if they soup
No, I just mean like from a
oh no, I get it.
Standpoint.
It won't be the last hit.
It needs to be like
I think
Butcher
they could use GenV.
Homelander.
You could use GenV kids to hold him down. Or
yeah.
And then Butcher finish it.
It's the Infinity War thing.
Whoever.
It's Infinity War.
Yeah.
Remember you had Spider-Man, Star-Lord, Tony Stark, and Mantis was holding down Thanos, but he was too strong.
Yeah, he's still fighting.
He was still fighting it. So Cate is the one trying to hold it down. You got Butcher, who's been injecting himself. He's strong enough. Huey's butt naked somewhere, is still a little bit strong.
Well, their powers wore off unless they keep taking 10 feet.
I think Butcher is no longer giving it to Huey.
Won't do it.
Now that Butcher knows that he is terminal, he's not going to give it to Huey.
I think Huey gonna keep trying to find a way.
Butcher will die killing Homelander, right? Like it'll be the final.
I think that they'll take each other out, mutually assured destruction. Yeah. That's what they told each other.
But is GenV? Do we view GenV more of as like a farm league, because we've said once Homelander's gone, how does the boys keep going, right?
Yeah.
He is a really big part of the boys.
Oh, I think he's staying.
But can you farm up a new villain in GenV and move him up to the big leagues?
No. I think there are certain characters who are expendable. I think we could see Frenchie die at some point.
Yeah. Mother's Milk.
Yeah.
Don't you do this? Don't you? No.
I know. I don't want to eat it.
MM is gonna definitely kill that white dude who's raising his daughter, though.
Oh yeah, he's gonna murder this.
Now that he's he's been radicalized.
Homelander fan? Yeah, that guy. Yeah, he's the problem.
But I think there are characters that can die. I think that they know that
Homelander is like
the actors specifically need to unless they pull a Succession and like 3 episodes from the end, they're like Homelander's dead.
Okay. Well, is GenV then the SVU where main Law and Order ends,
yes.
the SVU keeps
Sometimes there's a crossover. Sometimes they touch tips, but they never dock.
I can't believe this show. What happened to us? No, I think you're right, Gina. They never dock.
Okay, all right.
Is there any?
What you signed up for?
Here's my thing. I think, Lord, let me try to get on track, Jesus. I think because we've grown with Homelander, Butcher, and all them for 3 seasons, that is why we're so attached to him. We're like, we've watched the evolution of Homelander from all of a sudden coming like, yo, he's a kind of snarky asshole, till, oh, he's a villain, right? When it comes to Gen V, we have to have some of them develop up. Now, I don't know if it's Marie, because I doubt it. It could be Cate. Sam is gonna die at the hands of Homelander. If they try to fight, if they try to use him as a weapon and point him at Homelander, Homelander's gonna kill him.
Tear him up.
Yeah, he'll tear him up. But Cate is one of the ones you like. She has an ability. Both of them have potential, right? There may be somebody else come out of that school, but I think it's probably there's Supes out there already too that we don't know about.
Sure.
You know, there's one thing that we haven't discussed though, and Brandon and I were talking about this earlier, that I think it's possible that Sam seeing Luke in his head is not just part of his mental thing. It's because of all those transfusions. And we know that they were transfusing Sam's blood into Luke to make Luke stronger. It stands to reason that they were also dumping Luke's blood into Sam at the same time. I think Sam could develop some of Luke's power.
So he can flame on another.
Oh, okay.
I think maybe eventually, like if it stands to reason if they were like, oh look, like he's so much strong, his powers are so much stronger because we were putting Sam's blood into him. I think it stands to reason that maybe Sam can develop some.
What's a psychopath flame?
I think it's like an unintended consequence because they never thought he would get out of the woods. I think that they just thought while we keep him alive, he's a blood bag to the Golden Boy.
Yeah.
They didn't realize it would go both ways.
Everyone's powers leveled up in a way this episode, right? Emma gets small without purging. Marie really takes control of her powers in multiple ways. Throughout the episode. Cate really shows off her abilities. Andre has probably never caught a falling helicopter before.
Yeah.
You know, his stats say he can manipulate 21 tons or 12 tons.
12 tons.
The helicopter was way less than that. But still, like, he's using his powers like he never used before. Sam, right, he sees a real Luke. He doesn't see a puppet Luke, right? Is that like an evolution of his powers in some weird way? Like
that's probably the transfusion. I think that's the transfusion.
Yeah, maybe
which
some
I like
of his
that too.
consciousness is like.
Because they never explained young Sam appearing to Luke and speaking to Luke, being like, the woods is not just like a memory, but like, I'm speaking to you right now. The woods is real.
Yeah.
I think that transfusion had a lot of unintended consequences.
And also because Sam's brain isn't, I hate to say it, it's not wired together.
Right.
Yeah.
So, it's a mess.
Yeah, Luke is only going to see memories, which seems like dreams, right? Yeah. But because Sam's brain is so wired in a whole nother direction, he sees the full physical manifestation of his brother. So.
Do you think these kids are in Vought Tower right now? Is that where that facility is? Is this another facility they'll reveal?
I think it's Vought Tower because it looks a lot like the stark white of Polarity's hospital room.
Yeah.
And I don't think Vought at this point, I think it's like the Dalkin is so poorly managed.
It's probably
I think that they were like, bring them all here. We'll sort it out ourselves.
Like they had Maeve. Remember, Maeve was under Vought Tower.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true. There was another facility mentioned this series. At the very first episode, Marie sees one of the girls from Red River get taken to another facility that's like owned by Vought. It could be that. That was like the woman who worked at Red River. Like, you don't want to go there.
I don't think it's that, but I do think we should see that in season 2.
Yeah. Because, like, it's in Vaught's interest to keep these 4 who know the most, like, really close.
Because they know, technically, they know
about the virus, they know everything.
Yeah. Also, we don't know how long Marie's been out, but Vought might at some point be like, okay, we need to, like, how do we
Because they were all very
this?
chill, right?
Yeah, and also they don't want to admit that 3 of their top 10 like went crazy. And so I think that Vought will probably be like, you know what? Like we've reassessed it. There were miscommunications on all sides, but like we've come to this solution. Because I think Vought has not, this was just their knee-jerk reaction of like put these two like little white poster children and say that they saved it. But I think in hindsight they don't want God you to get the rep of like
maybe not even Vought, Homelander. Because remember, he runs Vought now.
Yeah, why didn't he kill her? How did Maurice survive
That's my next question.
Did he purposely not kill her?
I think he didn't use a deadly
Did
blast.
anyone tell him to do that? Or was that like, I can't... He's killed Soups. He's not afraid to kill Soups.
That's what I was just about to say. He's killed Soups.
Yeah, I think he didn't try to... If he wanted to kill her, he would have killed her.
Did Ashley say, Homelander, you've got to come inside, but do not kill these kids?
I think he sort of knew what was going on.
But it's a... I'm going to say this. It's a black girl.
Right.
She does not matter to him.
Yeah.
But see, here's the thing. The only thing that matters to Homelander is like he's a product of Vought, so the brand matters to him.
He killed a man on TV.
Right, but he's also
that was a moment where he snapped though. Everything
and
else,
he has a self-defense clause.
Yeah,
and, maybe,
and everything else like we see from him is like very calculated. Like he's the one who released GenV to the other countries to get like he is very smart. Like he's not and he's always just motivated by like
his
himself and
he's
his
like right now I can't kill a woman on TV. I've already killed a dude, so I'm just gonna wait.
I think he just like neutralized her and then was like, we'll figure it out later. But he's not about to kill, you know, an 18-year-old, especially not after what he did.
But I forget, and we may need to add this out. Did the news report say they were dead at the end?
No, it just said that they went on a rampage and the two students saved them. And
that's all it says.
There's not even any mention of Homelander, which is, I think,
but
why
they
Homelander
don't
is looking
not say they're dead, right? They're not like they're in custody. They're just like these four students did this, and Homelander saved us.
No, they said
there is no mention of Homelander.
Oh, there's no mention.
That's why.
Okay.
Homelander's watching, and he like does not look pleased.
And that's why he's not. Because again, they're the saviors, and it's like no,
I misread that scene.
Yeah, no, they didn't save it. I did. You're supposed to be talking about me.
He doesn't like sharing the spotlight.
No, he does not.
By when he was with Stormfront, he didn't like what she was doing.
Especially when she could. Then he liked it when she was just crippled, jacking him off.
Yeah.
And just
Let me
help you. You get a crispy hand job. Like,
maybe episode 1 of season 4 of The Boys is just gonna start with Homelander showing up to Cate and Emma being like, smash! You two stole my thunder. I mean, that would be wild to just kill them off like that.
But would it surprise us though?
Nothing would surprise me on The Boys at this point.
All
right, let's wrap it up. I mean, as much as I hate to say goodbye to the show, it's not goodbye forever. It's just goodbye for now.
For now.
We'll do what we do every episode. We'll give our rankings. But this time I want you to give me your number 1 for the episode. Who's your top ranked student for the episode? And who's your top ranked student for the whole series? Who won this series for you? Who would like to go first? Does anyone have their number 1s?
I've got them both.
Let's hear it, Gina.
I think number 1 for this episode, I'm going to give it to someone I have never given it to
before.
Andre?
It's Andre.
Oh,
because that
adorable.
dude this episode started with him
courage.
finding out that his dad's brain is mush and his brain is probably mush.
Yeah.
And he was like, and then his dad was like, "Gary, you get to wear the costume now.
You gotta take care of the family."
He kept like a great poker face, and then everyone was like, "Hey, all hell is breaking loose. We need you to come and like maybe kill your girlfriend."
Yeah.
And dude compartmentalized all that wonderfully.
Yeah.
He like really delivered.
He put it in a shiny metal box and he
does a real
pushed it away.
stupid run at one point, which is
that run. What was that run?
No, we can't get off topic. The number 1.
Show the run real fast. Just show. Splice in the run, Brian.
It's a lot like
I thought it was like a joke.
It was like Ezra Miller.
He like went all out.
Tom Cruise. Teach this man how to run. Come on.
He really goes all out though.
Yes,
my number 1 for the series, who I actually feel like in the last episode didn't get her due, has got to be Emma. She's
gotta be Emma.
Every episode I look forward to her. Her one-liners are the best.
I love the juxtaposition of that student doing a monologue from Dawn of the Seven.
Yeah.
Adam, the director, like clapping and then saying like, "That's how you suck up."
But wait, remember when everybody else clapped? He was like, "No."
Yeah.
Just me.
But then on that same stage, we get
a real scene.
One of the best dramatic moments on the show.
Yes.
a tour de force from that actor who plays Emma, whose name I forget in this moment, but like just killed it. Just absolutely devastating.
Great.
It broke my heart. My tiny little heart broke.
She's had quite a roller coaster ride.
Yeah, all dicks. My number one for this episode. I hate that I'm giving to
Do it.
My number one for the episode is Marie.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah. Those blood knives are
She
cool.
had
Those
to do
blood knives when she learned
the blood knives. She has to do the invisible fight, which is always hard to do.
Yes, it is.
Invisible fight, blood knives. She's killing
She
it.
had to do the grab.
She had to do the grab when she had to realize gave a person a heart attack. She learned she can do so much.
Blew off an arm.
But because of
the shocked face was great.
The face was like, oh shit. So number one from is Marie. The series, I agree, it's Emma.
It's Emma, baby.
It's Emma for the series.
Emma.
Because it was like she didn't have to be.
Yeah.
Sam telling her she's not a hero is gonna make her more of a hero. Because she is a hero to an extent. She isn't the violent type of hero. She isn't the in the heat of battle action hero. She's a hero on another level. She calmed down the giant that was Sam.
Many times.
Because he was about to murder a lot of people.
He's about to kill Cate.
She seems the most pure, too.
She's the purest.
Even in the first episode, as soon as Marie shows up and she's her roommate, she's so excited.
Yeah.
She's the only genuine one who like isn't working an angle. She just wants friends.
She just wants to be friends. She wants to be
She's trying to get out of the awful shadow of her mother.
Yes.
Live her life.
It's Emma.
It's Emma. Yeah, my number one this episode has got to be Cate. I mean,
you want Daenerys Targaryen?
Oh man, she was great. Just like touching the soup to make him fly into the helicopter was just beautiful. I loved how like the blood around her eyes really highlighted her pupils, and it's like she was almost in a trance, right?
Yeah.
Like I loved that. It's just great. So powerful. I love to see a powerful soup like get their power. Achieve their powers. I've loved it in the MCU watching the Scarlet Witch come to full form. I love seeing Cate come full form. I love to see where she can go. Give her a cool ass metal robot hand. Let's do it. Number one of the series is Emma. Emma. What a job. I thought Marie did a great job this episode too. I think anyone has to do the invisible fight. That's always tough. Like a good wrestler using her hair to really sell the move. Just great stuff. I think
this whole thing too is one thing we keep saying is this is about your powers developing and learning about them. You have them. You know you can do things. But throughout the course of 8 episodes, everybody learned something more about themselves.
Right.
You know, Emma learned, I can get big.
Yeah.
You know, she realized that, and then I can get drunk as hell too while being big.
She started the series by being tiny, riding a wiener. Tiny,
cricket on a dicket.
Almost. Oh my God.
That needs to be a t-shirt, y'all. Cricket on a dicket.
No, it doesn't. I'll start a riot. She almost wasted away to nothing. It was so sad. She was so sad.
She's so tiny.
Emma. Evan, do you have number ones? Do you want to share your number ones?
I think my number one for the episode is probably also Cate. I just like seeing the full breadth of her powers. And honestly, you know, my hot take is that it's all fake still.
I like
you
that.
heard it here first.
I still like the all fake theory.
Number one in the series, I mean, I really like everything that's going on with Jordan. I love that scene where both sides of Jordan were able to like talk to each other. But probably Marie. Love that she came around full circle, and she, you know, was like, it's always nice to see that kind of like hero rising moment. So you know, pull the blood knives.
Her sister never showed up, huh? That was maybe the biggest.
That was a shock.
Chekhov's gun that didn't go off.
Yeah,
They really thought we would see her at the end.
I mean, they're clearly saving it, but
I think the evolution there was what we saw 2 episodes ago, right? When they were stuck in Kate's mind.
Yeah.
And she told her sister, like, it's not my fault. Like,
that
was the conclusion of that story. But I did want to see the sister
that's her telling it to herself.
I know, Jay, but I know. I think they're getting a second season.
Yes.
It would be a great reveal that her sister is powered.
They probably hadn't cast the older version of the sister
Right.
yet.
I mean, for Kate's parent, for Cate, we only ever got to see the mom.
Yeah.
We never saw Andre's mom, who's referenced on a sheet.
Yeah.
We saw both of Jordan's parents, obviously both of Marie's parents. We saw one of Emma's parents.
By the way,
that's where they were cutting costs.
shouts out to Marie's parents.
Yeah.
Shouts out to my homegirls Miata and my homeboy Ty, who play Jordan's parent. Marie's parent.
Good job. Good job. Anything else? I'm so sad to say goodbye for now.
I know, me too.
But what boys? We got
Boys is coming back soon, I think.
Yeah, coming back soon, like April, I think. Evan, was it like April?
Oh, did they say a date for the boys?
They
I
might
don't know.
not. I mean, who
they've been
knows
just
with
holding on
things
to it.
changing around here.
It wrapped early in this April.
It wrapped in April.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
it
we'll
could
see.
be done.
Could be soon.
We don't know how.
Soon,
it's
maybe
structured.
early
soon.
next year. We'll
We
see.
got Invincible in the meantime.
Yeah, we got
Other
Invincible coming out.
Dysfunctional superheroes.
Yes.
Some other shows might come out. Who knows? You want us to
don't
do
know.
the Frasier reboot after show? We can.
Toss out and scrambled eggs.
I got a lot of thoughts.
Toss what?
Toss salad and scrambled eggs.
Oh, okay. Y'all talking about something else.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jay, get your mind out of the gutter.
Too
Jay.
late.
Gen V's over. No more dirty thoughts until the boys.
You're a whole
becomes
damn
back.
lie. Won't be all the
All
time.
right, let's get out of here. This voice is too much. That's it for us today. Make sure to subscribe to the Breakroom channel here on YouTube and give us a follow on Twitch, where we go live every weekday at 3 p.m. for more videos like this, or insane brackets, or we open up cards, or I don't know what we do on that channel. It's insane. Check us out on Twitch.
Brandon's blacked out half the time.
It's true.
Yeah.
Leave a comment below what you thought about this show, what you loved, what you missed, what you wish they would have done, what you're excited for in season 2, and then let us know what you're gonna watch and what you want us to talk about. I don't know. We like talking to you guys, and we want to keep doing it. Thank you guys so much for joining us during this series. It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's been a blast.
We'll come back for the boys for sure. Don't
Yeah.
drop that for a second. Last social plugs. You got any shows, Jay?
You know to find me. All my shows are up on my Instagram,
Yeah.
my TikTok, Mr. J Washington.
Follow
MRJ
Mr.
White
J
Show.
Washington.
Yeah, follow me, please. I need
Please
to know.
follow the man. Gina, you got any hot takes?
I'm at Gina Ippi on every social media platform that's ever been created.
Friendster?
Yeah, I'm on Friendster, I'm on Napster, I'm on Kazam.
Those aren't so.
LimeWire, baby!
And you can follow me at Brandon Barrick on X. I haven't X'd in months. But follow me, sure. Why not? Thank you so much for joining us. It's been a real blast. We'll catch you next time on campus. Late as gate is goodbye.